Open Obsidian and open the vault where you want to build your system. Then go to the File Explorer sidebar and create 3 new folders. Name them Ideas, Content, and Resources. That's the entire folder structure you need. These 3 folders will become the backbone of your content calendar. And if you do nothing else beyond this, you already have a clear separation between what you're dreaming up, what you're actively working on, and the reference material that supports it all. The Ideas folder is where you capture every spark before it gets lost. The Content folder holds drafts, finished pieces, and anything currently in your production pipeline. Resources keeps your research, templates, and links from cluttering your active work. I recommend naming them exactly this way, so Obsidian's sort order groups them logically, and if you want to keep your sidebar clean, you can even color code the folder icons using a plugin like Iconize Later. Let me show you how to make those folders useful. Inside the Ideas folder, create a new note and call it Content Calendar. This is your command center, your single-page dashboard for everything you plan to publish. Paste in the structure I'll walk you through now. Start with a level 1 heading that says Content Calendar. Then add a level 2 heading for this month's content with a bullet point and a dash underneath. Next, add upcoming content, also with a dash. Then add a level 2 heading called Publishing Schedule, and under that write 4 lines. Content title with a colon and a space, publish date with a colon and a space, platform with a colon and a space, and status with a colon and a space. After that, add a level 2 heading for completed content with a dash, and finally a level 2 heading for quick links, also with a dash. That's it. The beauty of this note is that you fill it in as you go, and it gives you a snapshot of your entire month at a glance. If you only update one thing each week, let it be this note. Many people try to build a separate calendar system or integrate with external tools, but keeping it inside Obsidian means you can link directly from a content title to its draft note, and you never have to context switch to another app. Now, inside that same Ideas folder, create individual notes for each content idea you have. For example, if you plan to write a blog post about productivity tools, create a note called Productivity Tools Blog Post and write down the working title, the content objective, target audience, main topics, the platform where you plan to publish it, and any supporting research or links. Keeping each idea in its own note is crucial because it lets you expand that note later into a full draft. When you're ready to write, you simply move the note from the Ideas folder into the Content folder, and your idea becomes a work in progress without losing any context. Avoid dropping multiple ideas into one note. That quickly turns into a messy list you'll never sort through. A common mistake here is to overcomplicate the first idea note with properties or tags before you even have a clear concept. Just write a few lines and move on. You can refine later. Switch over to the Content folder now and create a note called Content Pipeline. This note tracks the stage of every project you have. Start with a level 1 heading called Content Pipeline. Then add level 2 headings for Ideas, In Progress, Ready for Review, Scheduled, and Published, each with a bullet point dash underneath. As you move content notes from ideas to content into drafts, you update this pipeline note by moving the title from one section to the next. For instance, when you start writing that productivity blog post, you erase its title from Ideas and paste it under In Progress. When you finish a first draft, you move it to Ready for Review. After it's scheduled on your calendar, it goes to Scheduled, and once it's live, to Published. This single note replaces the need for a complex project management tool because it gives you a visual flow of your entire production line. If you're working on multiple pieces at once, you can see at a glance which stage is bottlenecked. If you notice 5 items sitting in progress but none in Ready for Review, you know you need to finish drafts before starting new ideas. Next, go to the Resources folder and create a note called Content Resources. This is where you store everything that feeds your content creation. Add a level 1 heading called Content Resources, then level 2 headings for research, references, templates, useful links, and notes, each with a dash underneath. Whenever you find a study, a quote, a competitor piece, or a template you reuse, paste a link or a brief note here. For example, if you have a headline formula you use for every blog post, put it under Templates. If you have a list of images or color palettes for videos, put it under References. The key is to keep this note separate from your content calendar and content pipeline because it doesn't change as frequently. When you're stuck on a draft, you can open Content Resources instead of hunting through your entire vault. A great habit is to add new resources immediately when you discover them, because you will forget the source by the time you need it. Now link everything together with Obsidian internal links. Open your content calendar note and type double square brackets around content pipeline. A link appears, and clicking it takes you straight to your progress tracker. Do the same for content resources. Then inside each content idea note, link to any relevant draft in the content folder and to any resource in the resources folder. For example, if your productivity blog post mentions a specific study you stored in content resources, add a link to that study directly in your idea note. This turns your vault into a web of connected information. If you need to revisit an idea 6 months later, you can follow its links to see the draft you wrote, the resources you used, and where it ended up in your pipeline. Without these links, you're just storing files in folders, and the real power of Obsidian for content planning is that cross-referencing. Add properties to your content notes for even better organization. In Obsidian, properties are the front matter fields at the top of a note, between 2 lines of 3 dashes. Add status, publish date, platform, author, category, and priority. For example, status could be draft or published, and platform could be blog or YouTube. Once you have a few notes with properties, you can use Obsidian Search or a plugin like DataView to create dynamic lists that automatically update your content calendar. If you don't want to dive into DataView yet, simple manual properties still let you sort by publish date or filter by status when you browse the folder. Also add tags to categorize your content. In the properties section, you can add a tags field with values like blog, video, newsletter, social media, marketing, or draft. Tags give you a second way to filter beyond folders. For instance, you can click the tag video and instantly see all video ideas across every folder, regardless of their current status. Just avoid going overboard with too many tags because they become noise. Stick to a handful that match your main content types and production stages. Finally, establish a simple workflow. Every time you have a new idea, capture it in its own note inside the ideas folder. When you decide to start producing that idea, move the note into the content folder and update your content pipeline note to move it from ideas to in progress. As you work, keep research and references inside the resources folder and link them to your draft. When you finish a draft and schedule a publish date, update your content calendar with the title, date, platform, and status, and move the pipeline entry from ready for review to scheduled. After publication, move it to published and add it to completed content in your calendar. Do this every week, even if it takes only 5 minutes, and you will never lose track of what's due or what you've done. Your content calendar becomes a single source of truth inside Obsidian, and as your library grows, the ability to link, tag, and search through everything keeps you organized without needing a separate app. Give it a try, and if you ever need to review the structure, just open your content calendar note and follow the headings you created.